that's quite a story. I was new in Los Angeles, and God, I'm so nervous for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so thank you. You guys are all so impressive. So I was new in LA, and I was like the classic young actor who had a shitty car, and it broke down on the way to my audition to meet Dawn. And already I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I read the script, and the role was for a blonde with big boobs. So I was like, I'm never gonna get this. It's a waste of my time. I ended up breaking down, literally walking to Universal to my audition. Getting there, I was sweaty. I was not in a good mood. There was all these blonde girls with big boobs in the waiting room. I'm like, oh God, this is awful. So I waited my turn, and I went in, and I met Don, and he was such a gentleman, and I was like, hey, I don't want to waste your time. I'm not right for your role. Thank you so much for seeing me. And he's like, whoa, why do you think you're not right for the role? I'm like, well, I mean, it's written not to look like me. And he's like, you know, things are written when you don't really know what you want until they walk in the door. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. Maybe you see something I don't. So I did the audition, and he's like, really nice to meet you. And I'm like, thanks. And then I got a call back, and I was like, what the fuck? This guy's crazy. Like, I'm not this girl. So I went back, I did another audition, and then it got down to where I had to do a reading with Reggie. And I did an audition with him. And we had really good chemistry, obviously, and I got the role. And it's funny because I never really understood why this young girl was with this older man with a bald head. So Dawn, like, we had to rehearse that scene way before ever filming it. We had like a whole bunch of rehearsals. And I was like, okay, what's my motivation? Because I was really into acting, and you have to have a motivation for like liking this old dude with a bald head. And I was like, I love bald heads. I love bald heads. Like, that's my thing. So I'm like, Dawn, my motivation is and I think it wasn't written that way. I think it was kind of added after our rehearsal. But so that was my motivation. I was just really kinky into bald heads. And also one thing that I noticed, okay, first of all, I don't even know what the movie's about, and I'm 56 years old, and I was 25 when I made it, and I still don't understand it at all. But I was really impressed with the fact that I did not breathe in that scene, in the slab of the dead thing. Yeah. Like, if you notice, I did not breathe at all. Like, I really looked dead. Which is also another horrible story. So, the guy, James LeGros, Mike, we were dating when we made the movie. And then, I know, nobody knows that except you guys. And then, see, I'm not nervous anymore. And then we wrapped, and they had to do pickup shots. So after we wrapped, I dumped him, and then I started dating someone else, a different actor. And then they were like, hey, you have to come back and do this new scene. Oh, and by the way, you're totally naked in it with the guy. And I'm like, fuck, are you kidding? So I get there, and I remember, like, there was a camera above, and there was a camera on a dolly, and I was like, am I like totally naked in this thing? I mean, is there like a sheet, something that can cover me? I mean, you have a toe thing on my toe, but like, can I cover a little bit more? And they're like, no, don't worry, you're not gonna see anything. We're not gonna see anything. No one's gonna see anything. I'm like, really? You're not gonna see anything? Like nothing. They're like, no, we're gonna see your boobs, you know, because I had the Y incision special effects makeup. And I was like, okay, and you know, naive, and I'm like, sure, okay, you won't see anything. Cut to, we had a screening at a huge theater on Hollywood Boulevard. Out of all the movies I've ever done, like 60 of them, only one of them ever made it to a screening on Hollywood Boulevard, Phantasm II. And I was dating another actor at the time with his daughter and his brother, and we were at the screening. And so I was really proud, and he was like a well-known actor, and he was really proud of me, and there comes that scene, and it's like right up sort of in the beginning, and he's walking in with a flamethrower, and there's my naked ass body with a bush and little tits. And I remember screaming, going, "Oh my God!" And everybody in the theater like laughed, and I was like, "Oh my God, it was so embarrassing." But yeah, so don't always believe what they tell you. I learned that the hard way, but I'm very proud of it.
Now, had you been